1. You're joining A.L. Hayslip, bringing you the play-by-play action from the floor of the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Great NCAA championship action. Bout number 44 coming up next. For those of you following on your brackets, 141 pounds. Chad Redd from the University of Nebraska. His opponent from Iowa State, Ian Parker. We're going to go through here and just see what kind of information we can find for either of these wrestlers. It's the number 17 seed versus the number 16 seed. Both of these guys are highly focused on the other, I'm going to tell you, as you might suspect. Number 16 seed is Chad Redd. Chad is a sophomore wrestling under Mark Manning at the University of Nebraska. His opponent, Ian Parker, with the elevated single leg. Redd flips in midair, does a flip, comes up behind Parker. Redd now trying to get his leg out from Parker's left arm. Parker knows better than to let it go. He knows he doggone well better hang on to that puppy. And we've got a potentially dangerous hold. We're going to restart neutral position. Redd, as I said, is a sophomore with an 18-11 record. He finished second place in the Big Ten Conference Championships. That will be 2 weeks ago. He's from Indianapolis, Indiana. Went to New Palestine, Indiana High School. And his opponent, Ian Parker from Iowa State, a sophomore with a record of 23 wins, 7 losses. Placed 4th in the Big 12 Conference in Tulsa 2 weeks ago. From St. John's, Michigan, where he went to St. John's High School. Both of these guys are laser quick. 141 pounds. They're at that perfect size where you see some tremendous action on the mat. They're still trying to feel each other out, of course. Parker moving in. Mr. Mike McCormick, Dr. Mike McCormick, working the outside of the circle on this bout. Mike Chase working the whistle. What we call two-man mechanics on the mat. 11 seconds remaining, first period winding down. No advantage either wrestler. No points on the board. And after 1 period of wrestling, we remain scoreless. Mike Chase will flip the disc. We'll see if it comes up red or green. It's green. And Ian Parker from Iowa State says he'll elect bottom. Of course, Chad Redd, the number 16 seed from Nebraska, will settle in on top. And Mr. Chase will get us back in action. Second period, bout number 44 at 141 pounds. Chad Redd with the Chicago ride, or some people might call it the Tulsa ride, off the left side. Now changing up. Parker trying to break the grip of Redd, trying to get away from him. Redd settling him back to the mat and dropping his weight on top of Parker. Did almost what I would call a whip over, trying to get exposure points or back points on Parker, but couldn't do it. Redd is making Parker carry all of his weight. He's up on his toes driving. He's trying to turn Parker, and he's got Parker turned. He's exposed him. And he gets a fall. Oh, my. Chad Redd from the University of Nebraska with a fall at 141 pounds, advancing in the championship side of the bracket. Ladies and gentlemen, don't